Okay, I might lose subscribers for saying this. Okay, so ever since I've been to college, my life has drastically changed. Okay, I knew that there are going to be changes, but no one actually prepared me for these kind of things. Also, before starting this video, I want to clear up one thing which has been literally up on my channel since the past year, since the time I proposed to my college reveal video. So guys, whatever I knew about that college, it is in front of you now. I don't know anything else in the admission process matter after that. If you want to know more, please contact admission cell. I am absolutely unaware of any other knowledge than that. Now this channel is about me. This channel is about my hobbies, my cooking skills, and basically a part of my life. That is what I share on the internet on this channel. So I only want to build the community of people who are interested and are genuinely keen to grow with me on this channel. If you are in, okay, I might lose subscribers for saying this, but if you are in any sort of mental fog that I am going to clear your doubts regarding that college or whatsoever, please unsubscribe. I do not want to keep you in that vague sort of hope. Please unsubscribe. I am not going to share any other information because I don't even know about that. And honestly, I don't even want to share or even disclose any more information about that college, because this is my channel and I create my content. This was supposed to be about me, not about anything else other than my life. Okay, so I hope you understood that kindly. So let's move forward with this video. So my first year has officially come to an end. Second year is going to start in like very few days. I can literally count it on my fingers. Also, many of you guys are going to start your college, so you might need this. These are some changes which I personally experienced coming from a girls convent school to this co-educational college system. Number one is the environment. So college environment, obviously it's very free in most of the colleges by the way. So yeah, college environment is free. At the same time, there are restrictions in most of the colleges also, but with this freedom comes a cost of your decision making. If you have a strong decision making, if you know what is right for you in the long term, if you know that you have to attend this lecture and you know exactly that you don't necessarily have to study in this lecture, but you have to just sit, this kind of makes you independent also, that you are making your own decisions and you are kind of managing things also, what has to be done in that time, what has to be avoided, etc. Coming from a conservative convent school, I was really shocked to see the kind of mentality people have. Like in school, we are bounded by those same people, by our friends, by our teachers who really care about us, our friends and people who are not also necessarily our friends. We all grew together in that same environment for 10 years, 12 years. So your mentality kind of shapes with those people. It is easy to gel with them. But in college, it is not like that. People come from different backgrounds, different states, with different mindsets and different goals. So they work accordingly, they think accordingly, and it may not necessarily be possible that your mentality is aligning with everyone. So yeah, I learned that not everybody has the same values, not everybody has the same thoughts, mindset, confidence that you necessarily have or that I necessarily had. Second is about exposure. Exposure, now this can be both positive also and negative also. Exposure in the positive sense, I felt like there were a lot more activities in college. It's just that you have to be a lot of active. There are things happening in college, like you know, there's this really bad rumor that my college does not have anything or whatsoever, but it's just that you know, it depends upon the person. If you are active, you get to know that there are literally so many things happening every week. So from seminars to contests to championships to sports, hackathons, literally everything, so much happens. Now for being active, connections also play a much bigger role. So if you are connected to people, if you have good connections with the faculty, with your seniors, then it is very much possible that they might link you to something or the other which can align with your interest. There is a lot of exposure on the not necessarily global level, but yeah, still, for experience in the real world, in the industry. That's what I'm talking about. Now, in the negative sense, also there is exposure. No one really watches over you, and no one will come and teach you moral lessons about what is to be avoided and what is to be followed. So it is really up to us. It is really up to your conscious that what is it that you're doing. Now, next thing which I experienced is long working hours. So maintaining 75% attendance in school was literally so easy. And when I used to see that, oh my god, why are college students struggling so much for 75% attendance, now I understand. It is just because of the long working hours. Even though my college is like 5 times a week mostly, but still it is a task. 9 to 5, and 9 to 5 is just the working hours excluding commutation. If we include the commuting hours, then it's like 8 to 6. So yeah, with those long monotonous working hours, it is really the discipline which comes in hand to stay consistent. So another point is about academics. Honestly, like till now, I won't say anything much, but till now what I've experienced it is that it is not that difficult. Okay, how people say that engineering is so difficult and it is very easy to get a back or whatsoever, it's not true. Okay, if you sit in the class and pay attention properly, and if you are focused on the lecture, you listen to the professor and take down notes and really understand the concept, and most importantly come back home and revise that, then it is very possible that it stays imprinted in your head. So it is going to be easy, like one day before the exam. It's just that the semester time is really short, so in that short time you have to cover like a lot of concepts. So I would advise you that it is really important to make notes. Please do not skip on this. Students just come in college and after 1 month they just throw out their notebooks. Please do not do this. Maintain a separate notebook for each subject and take down notes. Please do not skip on any day's work, because notes are very important. Even if you do not know anything and you sit 3 days before the exam to study, your notes is going to be your savior. Do not ask, do not depend on anyone for notes, especially. Please do not do that. Okay, in the end it is you who are going to save yourself. It all depends on you. Okay, you are responsible for yourself. At the end of the day, you are going to be the one to save yourself. Please do not do this to yourself. Please make notes, attend classes, do not try to bunk, even if you don't want to study. But please don't bunk. You can study like any other subject, but don't bunk. People say there's this misconception that it is not necessary for people to study every day. Yeah, it is not necessary, but it is also not the healthiest. And especially in first year, most of the concept in physics and maths, physics and maths, these are repeated. Like semiconductors and physics, that is very important for in class 12. The semiconductor unit, that is very important for first year. In maths, matrices and integration is very important, so make sure to study that properly. And literally that is what you require in first year. If you are from a computer background, then it is easy for you to build a logic. And if you are not also, then like I was not, but still it is like not that difficult. If you are in rhythm, it's doable. That's all I would say. What's in now I wouldn't say much, because I know second year is going to humble me down. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing which I learned is that literally no one cares. This attitude, I'm comparing it with the staff and the friends like we had in school. in school there was a kind of maternal feeling with your teachers, and it was a very special bond, especially in my case. Like, I really used to look up to my teachers in school, and I really wanted to be like them when I grew up. They used to inspire me in so much things, in values, education, being an all-rounder, literally everything. If you are suppose failing by a mark or something, then you can go request with your teacher, and maybe they will grant you a grace mark. And also, if you are struggling with any issue, or anything which is going on in your life, basically you can go and share with your school teachers. At least this used to happen in my school. Like, not just me, many people I know, many of my friends I know have done that. And our teachers used to listen to us, and they used to guide us, and they used to literally solve our problem and help us grow. But in college, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that it is not happening in college. Of course, this is the real world. Everyone is really practical. They just come here, do their work, and leave. Literally no one cares. You are sitting at the back of your class doing whatsoever. The professor is gonna come. Now, if they really care, then the professor might just poke you once. They're going to tell you to stop whatever you're doing and focus on your studies. Your friends, also your classmates, basically, I mean, I won't say that they don't care, but yeah, no one really has that kind of time. I experienced about how your background also kind of really matters. The kind of education you had throughout your school life, the kind of person you were in your school life, that matters a lot. People are going to say that you can develop a literally new personality once you enter the college, but it's not always like this. Just imagine, 12 years you were just a shy introvert kid sitting at the back of your class, just studying in your notebook, not participating in anything, not being able to speak up. Then how is it possible that once you enter college, then you start speaking up, start leading from day one? Literally, it is not possible. I mean, yeah, that can happen if you practice in college, but it cannot be this case from day one. So if you are that kind of person who wants to change their personality from shy to leading and speaking up, then I would advise you to please practice that in college, and don't expect anything from day one, that people are just going to sit in awe and listen to you about how whatever you're speaking. This does not happen. Everybody is coming there with some kind of expectation. Everybody wants to sit at the top. So yeah, there is going to be competition, and the only thing which is going to separate you from the rest of the crowd is, of course, your morals, your how good you lead. Basically, the leadership skills really matter. And if you're able to speak up or not. Speaking up is something which is very important, which honestly I'm still learning. That is it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to give this a big thumbs up, and if you want more such videos, then comment down. But no, absolutely not, I would not make another admission video. I won't solve your doubts. Please do not comment any doubt regarding the college process, admission process, for any field or whatsoever. I do not know anything. I am just concerned with my life. That's it. You guys have in the internet, you guys have the number for the admission cell. Why don't you dial and ask them yourself? Please speak up. Like, literally, I told you 1 minute ago, learn to speak up. That's literally it. Yeah, I will keep sharing about my college life, by the way. My college life, by the way. So yes, that was it for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.